Alrighty. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other friggin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack, and Chrome just crashed on my computer. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours.
That's right. Highly questionable. And welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, December 6th, 2023, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. We are 1 week and 1 day away from release 121, is it? Yes, 121. Coming up. Because
10-year release.
Yes, release of the Chicken Room. Is that correct? Or is this the 10-year release of release 13? Yeah, I gotta do a little research into that.
So the fun thing is they released the live stream date. Do you know that?
The what date? The 15th? What?
Yes. Or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we knew that.
But they didn't post it on the live page or the front page.
Well, it's in the release notes, isn't it?
No.
Let's see.
Oh, December 15th. Yes,
Yeah.
It is in the release notes.
That's what I thought. It's in the release notes.
Yeah. But why not say it's like put it as a news item on the front page?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, it's like, I mean, this is the year that they promised that they are going to be more forthcoming with their communication, right?
Yeah, well, that went out the window rather quickly.
I'm aware, but that constant reminder of, hey, we're going to be more upfront with our communication, and what are they not forthcoming with their communication? It's kind of like we're still waiting on those patch notes for a bunch of things that was supposed to happen
last weekend.
Over the last weekend. Still hasn't happened. I mean, it's like, hey, it's like, who are the full-time members of the team?
A good question.
Is anybody full-time on the team?
All right, now I gotta look at something here. Maybe I can go look
Oh,
at this.
yeah. And Bridge Trill's like, they meant that when Atos returns a year ago last month, they'll be more forthcoming. Yes. Well, Ravalox does have a night job. So, yeah. Team equals Ravalox and a few coders that donate time. Yeah. But hey, they all got 1Bs.
Oh yeah. Let's give all the developers 1Bs because those were supposed to be for community.
For players.
Yeah, for community participation.
Yeah. But yes, hey, how's it going there, Laz?
It's
so did
going.
I cut it close enough?
Yeah, you know. I'm looking for something, and I'm not seeing dates here, which is very unusual.
You're not seeing dates and what?
I'm looking at old YouTube to.
Oh, I got a copyright strike the other day.
For what, the
and I
breaking
haven't
news?
YouTube. No,
Yeah, but
for something from 7-8 years ago. It's like shit. There's a reason.
really,
It's like I don't post. Yeah, it's pretty damn funny.
Jesus. Yeah, they're crazy about that. Is yeah, giving you a strike for 8 years ago. Where the hell were you 8 years ago?
Yeah. Oh.
I'll tell you what.
So, did you have a decision on whether or not we are doing a stream tomorrow?
Yes, we are. Because
Okay.
that date was actually pushed to next Thursday, and again, I don't know if it's going to
Okay.
be in the afternoon where I have to take mom to the doctors, or whether it's in the morning. So I won't know. We might wind up be doing Wednesday, and then that Thursday, which will be release day, I may not be able to make it without any notice. I don't know yet. So
Yes.
yeah, we'll just have to sit and wait. We'll just have to sit and wait.
Yes.
But anyway, moving right along, don't forget. Yes, Laz has a date.
With his mom.
A date to take my mom to the doctor. That's right.
Yes.
Is giveaways are open, so don't forget, type in exclamation I love free shit, exclamation bundle me, and get in on the action because you gotta be in it to win it. Don't wear that shirt in your
Oh.
date. Why not? It's shameless self promotion. You know, you'll be surprised to hear that I wear my I love this shit T-shirt all over the place, and I get so many comments of how people love that shirt that it blows my mind. I mean, everywhere I go where I wear that shirt, I get at least one comment a day, when if not more, when I walk around, out in public with that shirt on. So. And if you don't know about it, you can go to our store and get yourself your own I Love This Shit Laz t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're available. But moving right along.
Moving right along. To what?
To our first topic of the day.
Which is?
I don't know. I'm thinking that we talk about the virtue statue to get started
Okay,
because
okay, okay.
as I got yeah, I haven't put these in yet because I didn't know if we would need them, but I'm going to drop a couple doozies on you on top of that.
So,
As
so Coeur d'Alene can't assemble the virtue statue. He was putzing around our doors the other day and he went to the Virtue Chapel, and it looked like I still had the Student of Virtue quest active. I handed all the books into the students, receiving the 3 fragments statues of virtue, love, courage, and truth. However, when I talked to Martin, nothing. I said, got him to assemble the 3 statues into one. The closest response I got was, would you like me to assemble the statue for you? But saying yes yielded nothing. Alley oops, like, did you get the chaos statue on that character? You have to choose one. Sanyo, I added this as ticket number 71792, but I'm interested in to hear the answer to Alley oops question. If you did choose the alternate resolution, then the NPC responses and need better logic and feedback in the conversation. This is the interesting part. For context, I have 2 copies of both Virtue and Chaos statues. Got them both when the quest originally came out and again after resetting my quest a few years ago. Hence, I was shocked when I talked to the students and saw that I could give them the books again, which I ultimately did. Giving me the 3 separate Virtue statue pieces. To answer Ali's question, I immediately went to the Chaos student when I couldn't turn in the 3 pieces to the Virtue teacher, and she rejected me saying, "You smell like the virtues," or something like that.
you smell like the virtues.
Yeah. And thanks for the quick response. I'll look into it when I get the chance. And remember, the Virtue statues, you're only supposed to get one. One.
Yeah, so
One statue.
let's take a run over here to my
But
lot.
the quest reset would allow a second one to be acquired. Hold on. I got to find the Logitech app real quick.
Yeah, I have never done a
Because my
quest
camera
reset.
zoomed in. Way too zoomed in. So you've never done a quest reset. So somehow I'm guessing that they broke the code logic related to the
Well,
virtue symbols.
I actually have 3. I have 2 of the virtues, and I have 1 of the chaos. I may have a second chaos in here. I don't know, but
Yes.
so whatever it is, yeah, there's a second virtue one in here, which is the statue that he's talking about. But as you
Yes.
saw as I walked up to the door, I have 1 of each by the front door: the virtue statue and the chaos statue. Which again, at one point, and we were debating this yesterday, and we were discussing this. We never got to this topic yesterday. Was before we went to you know live full production, you could do a lot of this stuff, but this, as you can see, is from live production. These are all placed by me. These are all owned by me. There is, nothing, unless I had another character who actually did it. And these are tradable, which I believe they are, right? These are tradable items, yes. But
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you from, I guess, doing it and getting
On
multiples.
multiple characters.
I don't recall doing it on multiple characters, though. That's the interesting part. There was some kind of loophole back in the day, and for the life of us, it's been so long ago that I couldn't even tell you what you had to do to actually do that. Sally's Prince. Welcome to the stream, Sally.
Yes.
That's a new name to this stream, but good afternoon to you.
No, that Sally's Prince is one of our regulars. I believe it's Selenia.
No, Selenia 42. Oh no, that's right.
Uh,
That's her new, right. Okay, I forgot. She's got a new
yeah.
yeah, so she's here on the boat. I got you. You're right. That's why I don't remember it, because it is Selenia's new streaming uh
Yes.
persona, right? You're doing what,
Yes.
3D printing, was it?
Of adult toys. Although you don't want to do that with 3D printer.
Not easy to clean. But
Well, it's
it is possible to get multiples of these statues. Just don't ask me how I was able to do it, because it's been so long ago that uh, she's stacking the odds for more streamer bundles. There you go. Hey, nothing wrong with
yes.
that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yes.
But yes,
Oh,
you can
printing a
get
piece
multiples.
of Midoriya's mask right now. That's cool.
Okay, do tell. You're making a mask for
A mask.
somebody in real life?
That's what it looks like.
And
But yeah,
we want pictures.
so I'm willing to bet that the team broke the logic for the turn-ins um, due to another bug or something like that. And
Well, no, technically, it's correct. You're only supposed to be able to get one, but there was a way to
yeah,
do it where you can get the second one, even though you weren't supposed to. But I'm going to guess that either, yeah, if I know this staff well enough, I'm going to guess that Sanyo is going to fix it so that both are turnable and both are redeemable. That's only a guess.
multiple times, multiple
Although,
times.
although his text indicates that he's just going to fix the logic so that it does what it's supposed to do. But it seems to imply that the logic he wants to fix is so that you can turn it in and do. Now, in the case of Coeur d'Alene, he has done a quest reset. I have never done a quest reset at
Yeah,
all. Yeah.
me either.
So you're making it for yourself. You wanted to print it, so I decided, why the hell not? So when you say Majoria's mask, is Majoria actually? I don't get it then.
She's taking Majoria's picture from the forums and converting that into a mask. Doesn't that make sense there, Laz?
Oh, well, that's a different story. Yeah.
I doubt she's doing that, but it's probably something else.
That's
And
Majora's,
I
not
have
Majoria. Yeah, I don't know.
oh, Majora. Is Majora a character in a game?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Legend of Zelda. Majora is going to be a
Yep.
very colorful mask.
Yes, from the Legends of Zelda, she says. Absolutely. Okay, well, that
So,
makes more
I
sense.
googled it. I googled it.
That makes more sense.
It's a very, very colorful mask.
But
It's a heart with eyes and spikes coming out of it.
very cool. Very cool. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just jump to something that I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense, or uh well, we're gonna let you guys be the judge.
Nothing makes sense around here.
Well, when we get to these topics, did you open up those topics I just put in there?
No, but I can.
Yeah, let's start with one of the bottom two. when
Like the last one that I opened.
I guess so. Pet cannot be summoned.
Thanks to Shroud Math, a pet cannot be summoned on your own Water Castle Island lot. If you use the whistle to summon a pet to your lot, it doesn't appear, and the whistle tells you something about it, that it has not been heard. Trying the same thing on Castle Island Dock works, but the pet cannot follow you into your property. You also cannot teleport it. Enter a Water Island Castle lot to summon your pet. Also did not work on a Water Keep Island lot in the neighborhood. Some other tested lots include a Water City lot ship are not affected. It's like, and it was verified by Justin and submitted
Yes,
as a bug.
but let's look at the date of the original submission first.
You mean the fact that it was submitted April 4th, 2021?
Yes, and it was
And verified
verified when?
November 19th, 2023.
Do we have a wee bit of a backlog?
No, not at all.
Is our auto archiving system working properly?
No.
Not at all, right? Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure. Now, again, I'm not mocking Justin here. I'm actually going to give Justin props for going back and doing due
Something
diligence
from 2
on
years
these.
ago. Yes.
But, you know, but um,
A
I don't know.
2-year-old bug?
Oh
Two
well,
and a half years.
it gets just as good on the next one. So let's go to the next one
Okay.
from Z.
Scripted and non-scripted player NPCs target dummy not loading proper. When spawning in, some NPCs will usually load on one property. However, having multiple properties, more than half will not load even once on the property. To fix, I have to relog at the location with them, and they usually work. There are odd times if there are multiple NPCs on a single lot that only one will load, 2 or 3 plus. Is that supposed to be times?
Good question.
Have multiple properties in a POT, set up NPCs on each, some scripted, all named. Log out and back in. Only if you will load up. Submitted February 28th, 2021. Responded November 18th, 2023. Z, does this happen when you are the only person in the scene? And Z, I'm sure this has been fixed at some point. This was from 2021, but I do know that NPCs will not load if another is scene master and not near my place. Combat dummy in Silverdale, for instance, at the tree. If someone else is in and I port in, it does not load.
Now, combat dummies have their own separate issue. That much we know. That and the targets, they've had
randomly disappearing.
randomly disappearing. These things, not holding their name, disappearing when shot, showing for some people but not showing for some people. But I have multiples of multiples in multiple towns, and I've never seen that
Yeah.
happen. And I gotta ask,
Evening, Dark Blue Monkey.
Three Devious, yeah, what's up, Dark Blue Monkey? Three Devious, what would look good at the Purple Dragon Inn? Are you talking about the because if you're talking about the statues, they are at the Purple Dragon Inn, at least one of the Purple Dragon Inns.
The Purple Dragon Inn in Owl's Head?
Yeah, it's right behind us there.
What? No way.
Combat dummy buggy? Hashtag say it ain't so.
Yeah. I mean, it's like well, everybody saw last week when the network desync had Laz behind the
Sitting behind the post in the mailbox,
sitting behind the post, and I moved my character over
all the
there
way back
and was
over
able to
here,
melee him.
even though I was sitting right here.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 Devious says the mask would look great at, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Problem is, yeah, we can't get things, like that, and yeah.
Well, I mean that would require them to actually fix things,
Well,
but
one of my original motivations for really digging into this game was the thoughts and the insinuations that it was going to be more like a Second Life, where they were going to give us asset packs to work with and allow us to create stuff that we would be able to create and insert into the game, and then put up with our own trademarks, as it may be, which I'm going to do this just for shits and giggles also, because this is about the closest thing we have, and of course, uh, I just got to laugh because why? But bring this up.
ooh.
Hold on, yeah, you're gonna love this one. The closest thing we have to that is this, and yeah, yeah. Why would anybody want this? I don't know, but maybe somebody would be
Yes.
interested. I shouldn't say not, but good old Chork, up to his funky tricks. He wants to sell my cool heraldry cloaks. Yeah. Yes, he wants to sell his cool heraldry cloaks, and I gotta admit that's a pretty interesting cloak. I like the colors, I like the multicolor cloak, but yeah, I'm not paying $500,000 for somebody's cloak. Half a million
are you
gold.
doing the vendor listing for the zone?
No, I just put it in there for you. Topic.
Oh,
Actually, a forum topic.
oh, oh. I wasn't paying attention to that.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
And of course, I love how he's got the pluses. The and he's the plus 10 he wants a 500,000 for, the plus 13. He's got different prices for
Plus
them
11,
down there. Yeah.
550,000.
Yeah.
The uh plus 7, 350,000.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, what I mean, they're just special cloaks that also have his heraldry pattern on there. So the thing is, realistically, it, he is charging a fair amount for time and resources on those special cloaks. So yeah.
well, first off, a heraldry cloak, why would I want to wear that over, say, the Lord's cloak that actually does something? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it just
Uh,
provides light, but his cloaks have been modified and have the pattern applied. You can't apply the Lord's cloak pattern and keep the light feature.
I understand that, but you know, uh,
So, I mean, there are other things on that cloak that he has done that we cannot see because he doesn't provide the actual details on
I was under
the
the
modifications
impression
to
that
the
there
cloak.
were really nothing really in the worth of the way of buffs that you can put on cloaks or backslot items. So that's why I'm bringing this up. I mean, does anybody have any backslot items that have any really decent stats that are worth?
Stats.
Yeah,
Uh,
health, dex,
Strength,
strength,
strength.
combat modifiers.
Ah, fuck.
But
Someone
at
wants a call.
any rate, it is the butt of
I
the
got
hour.
I gotta do a work call. And
Okay, well, mute yourself and pull your giveaways as we get to the bottom of the hour, and we pull our streamer bundle giveaway. And let's see who is going to win. Hey, how about that? Fucking Lomir. Nobody ever expected that to happen. Okay, and Selenia actually links me okay, so here's a heraldry cloak plus 11. If you didn't send that to Jack also, please link that to Jack as well. But first off, let me get Lomir his streamer bundle. Let me get that out of the way. Lomir, you're not on the lot. You're gonna cost me money. No big deal. No big deal. As we send Lomir his streamer bundle. And let me make sure I reset that as well. Because if I forget, then we're going to have a problem at the end of the stream. And streamer bundles are now reset. So make sure you get entered in exclamation bundle me. And as I was saying, thank you to Selenia supplying with the heraldry cloak. And yeah, I guess apparently you can put some decent stats. 18.5 strength, armor durability, damage avoidance, and damage resistance. I'm not big on the resistance. I'm not big on the armor durability. About the only thing I would be interested in there was the plus strength, because that's always a plus to your hit points. So I was wrong about there being uses to put on the back slots.
never.
Did you get that link from Selenia?
Laz ever wrong. Well, that and there are also several posted in trade chat as well. So
Were there?
yes, I did get it.
Where did you see them?
Yeah, Andrew Night Owl, Strider Green,
Oh, people
both
actually
posted to
posting
trade
them
chat.
there?
Yeah.
Okay. People listening and
Yeah.
actually posting in trade chat. Okay, very cool. I didn't see that in trade chat.
Yes.
Let's see. From Andrew, he's got one. 20 dexterity, 52 focus, plus 3.5 move rate. That's worth. That would be worth it. Those
Yeah.
are a heraldry cloak as clockwork wings. And now let's see what Strider gave us. Holy shit! Yeah, I would like that one.
Yeah. The armor durability effectiveness. No, you don't.
The 173.6 focus and the 6
3 focus.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Yeah, because that would add a whole lot to some magic use. Absolutely.
It just means you can spam a little bit longer. Although
I
I
can spam a
think
lot longer.
Selenius is probably the best with the 18 and a half strength edition.
I think you could get better.
Well, you can definitely get better, but you have to remember Chris's game logic. The most important stat really is strength still.
3 RNG 3.
Yeah.
Bridge Troll says he would take the Focus for Air Shield. Yeah, see, I would take the Focus for Pet Combat Drain. That's really where that would balance out your Pet Combat Drain, versus your casting ability for other things. That's where I really look at it. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Because I like to use a pet during my bouts of fighting. How rare and far and few in between they are these days, but and Stymie, thank you, Stymie. Stymie agrees with that. The pet combat focus drain is really important when you've got a heavy duty pet out there, and you also want to be able to cast some other things like meteor storm or meteor shower or whatever it is. And
hey, I don't have a pet, so
yeah,
no pets for me. But yeah,
pets rock, man. I tell you what. When you can go in with an extra couple thousand hit points that your pet's taking, and they're taking the damage and you're not, man, that's a big world of difference in combat. Plus, there's a big world of difference when you're out there doing like mining and gathering. And you know how we love to play screw your neighbor out there? Well, with a pet, the pet takes care of all the wandering
it
little
makes
nuisances.
your screwing of your neighbor much easier.
Well,
Yes,
it makes it so that you don't have to get screwed by the NPCs, especially when you're out solo. I mean, screwing your neighbors, I wouldn't have a pet out
it's a
because
time-honored policy.
That would give you an advantage if I was, had a pet that was attacking stuff and wouldn't allow me to screw you,
Hey.
But it is what it is. But
Laz likes to screw without lube.
Yeah. Speaking of heraldry stuff, let's get to that other topic I put in.
The heraldry banners. Standing banner town teleporters. This would allow governors to put their town heraldry on the teleporter and swap it with another governor. Heraldry wagons, balloons, etc. would be nice too. But I figured there might already be enough tech already to do the standing banners. This is a wish list request from that Sean guy. Dun, dun, dun.
Now, again, I can appreciate the idea, but personally, I'm not spending the money. And let's see, what is it? What does that cost? Let's see, banners, outdoor decorations, freestanding pirate banner, home decorations. Was that the only freestanding banner? Is the pirate banner?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Heraldry standing eternal pattern. Heraldry standing banner eternal patterns are $12 a pop, and you get 6 of them. I guess 3 large, 3 small, and then you have the regular banner set, which is also $12. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can see it, but $12 to give it to somebody else just so that they can have a link someplace. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to promote a town that badly, you could do it, but is it really going to be feasible? And the catch is, between the banner and then let's look at teleporters. Other teleport to zone. Teleport to zone still fucking 100 crowns for 10 in the fucking store. Why are we still selling teleport to fucking zones in the fucking
Don't know,
the
man.
fucking crowd store? Really? And then your average teleporter to those. Let's see which one is. Isn't there one for towns? Teleporter to the fall.
No.
Yeah, there is. There's a teleporter that allows you to set it so you can go to NPC towns and anything else. I don't see where it is.
There's the inside of that would be a support request in order to do another town.
No, a Shogun teleporter. Decorate your property or player-owned town with this magical teleporter, which provides quick access to any of the NPC towns or player-owned towns as a destination.
Okay.
Same thing with the Castle Tower teleporter and the Bell Tower
the
teleporter.
player-owned town signpost. Nope.
That's for inside the towns. Yeah. It's the top 3 teleporters, which would allow you to do that, and that's $30 a piece. So, would it be worth it? Because I'm sure they would charge the same.
Where did you get $30 each? They're $15 each.
The Shogun teleporter, the Castle teleporter.
Oh no! There's a player-owned town balloon, player-owned town boat, player-owned town hatch, that aren't Shogun. Player-owned town wagon.
And let me see those.
Under town improvements and teleporters.
Let's see. Town improvements. Where is town improvements?
Near the bottom.
Teleporters. Okay, so then the average is what? $23.50 then?
Laz got the Rona? Maybe.
Nah, just some little dust in the air. So yeah. $15 for a balloon or a boat or a hatch or a wagon, but $30 for the other ones, which doesn't make much sense. I mean, why would one teleporter cost half of what the other teleporter is? I mean, realistically, I don't. Yeah. Now, again, that's Shroud math for you.
Lots of Shroud math.
Yeah, because what is it? Outdoor decorations. Where were the other teleporters? Yeah, under outdoor decorations. Yeah, I can understand. The tower archway, which also does that. The ruins of Ravensmoor, the Rise, the Fall, Tartarus. I can understand those having a higher price to go to a specific dungeon. But if you're gonna use the same tech,
it's still not worth $30 because you can get entire games for that amount.
We can get entire games for half that amount. I mean, we give away so many games. Yeah. Again, I think we've gotten lost in what micro transactions is supposed to be. Micro. You know what micro means? Micro, little, tiny, minuscule. 6-9 nada, zip 0 zilch. Yeah, well, anybody who's spent $5,000 to $10,000 on an account knows that. Come on now, Bridge Troll.
Yeah. Well, towns are still being sold for thousands, and people are still upgrading their towns, which really baffles me.
Yeah, I mean, I've got. What am I gonna say here? I got about $4,000 worth of towns alone. Let's do a little real Shroud math here. I forget what the original price was, and I did pay original prices before the sales prices.
Yep. Ooh,
Towns, yeah.
that's a bummer.
2,400 for Crossroads, 750. Okay, I got this Hold Fast actually on sale, 750. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's $3,000 plus for the towns, not including the town I bought, which I did get for about $600, and I resold later on because I just didn't need it anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, 3,000 worth of towns, 5,200 from my account. Yeah, what was that? Was it
And
5,200? Yeah,
hey,
5,300.
remember, 1 million
Yeah,
was supposed to be spent on advertising budget, but never did was.
yeah. But moving right along. Yeah, teleporter, heraldry banner. Yeah, I would like to see it, but not for the kind of prices that teleporters are being charged for in the game. That's just again, we have two different price structures, and we need to figure out where we're looking here, because I don't see the difference between these three or four. The tower archway, the bell tower, the castle. I mean, it's just a graphic. Um, and the fancy little blue glowing thing compared to the teleporters for the town improvements, which are the balloon, the boat, the hatch, the wagon. Uh, yeah, I don't see the asset costs worth the price of double what the lower price ones are. I just don't see it. But hey,
Yeah,
each his
and
own.
it's they still don't know what microtransactions are.
I think I addressed that already, didn't I?
Hey, it just needs to be stated over and
It
over and over again.
just needs to be reiterated one more time, just for prosperity's sake. Yes,
At least one more time.
they don't
Those
know what
transactions are
microtransactions
supposed to
are.
be microtransactions. Micro means small, not
Yeah.
large, small.
Fortnite making
You're
$10 million off the Carlton dance. Yeah, at a dollar, at
it,
99 cents a pop.
yeah,
Actually, I think it was just over
it's like
$1 million, but I'm exaggerating there. But
hey,
still,
they made their money on it.
no, they actually lost their shirts because he sued them and got them to cease and desist, I
um,
believe.
the lawyers made bank.
Yeah, there you go. Rich Troll says, "Our fault for supporting those prices." Yeah, I can hand that argument over. As again, it's not like we don't want to support the game and see the game succeed, but there are certain things that again have left a bad taste in our mouths. Ours collectively, mine and
Lots of
Jack's.
bad things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't speak for other people, although we know what other people have to say about it, which is along the similar lines of our opinions. But yeah, we'll just talk about things like the Duke heads, the signed book, the da 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 da.
Vault items.
Yeah, vault items, not heraldry. Yeah, heritage items, things like that that should never have been in existence. But there are things. I mean, I spent $350 for an airship. So did Jack. We spent. I was fool enough to spend $100 a piece on these, or were they even more for the
No,
ends? Now you got to go
remember,
back.
I bought at one point in time 7 sets of castle walls that I'm still stuck with when they're
Yeah,
$100 each.
as let me go back to my add-ons, and we're gonna do a search for the ends. Yeah, I paid $100 a piece for the ends, which you know, 2 weeks later they dropped them down to $80. Which again, had I known, and let's see, what was the actual dates? Because I actually bought some at that price too. Uh, 6:30 in 2017 and 7.3 2017 and then 7.6 they dropped them down to $80 a piece. So I mean, within you know almost a week after being released, they dropped them $20, and now you can get those items for what are they, $40 now, or less?
What are we looking for in the crown shop?
Ins,
The
yeah,
home
$40.
Gothic in $40, $40, $40,
Yeah, they're all
$40,
$40.
$40, $40.
And of course, then they introduced the craftable one, which was basically no cost except for resources, which if you
Yeah.
grind for them yourself, they're essentially free. Uh, so yeah, the one thing I've learned is never buy anything when it first comes out here, because usually the price gets reduced. And two,
How
never buy
about
anything
don't
when
buy anything?
don't buy anything when it first comes out, because somebody's going to buy it and not like it, and then they're going to want to get rid of it, and you can get it really cheap. But that's
Yes, insane prices. Yeah.
their prices are insane. There's a Condis when I need him. Condis would get that reference.
Yes. Well, he did say Dark Blue Monkey did say the insane prices.
3 Devious
Yes.
from where? The game? Or from chats and stuff? Yeah, so do I. I haven't seen him in a while, but okay, the forums. Okay, that makes sense because you are pretty vocal. I know because I see you on Twitter. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta love the smarts behind that. Yeah, you speak the truth. Well, I don't know. There's some reason we're still here after all these years. We're
Still doing
still
stuff.
here. But moving right along, I think we can cover one more small topic before we get out of here. Let's see, what do we got on tap that we can talk about?
In a few minutes, we can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Want to talk about sieges?
Sieges? Sieges? Hold on. I gotta. Sieges don't respect POT set entrances. I entered the siege of Stinging Tree Hollow and ran through it to the entrance to town, taking that deposited me at town boundary 1, which is the default for the template. Even though the entrance is set to the central stone bridge.
Dun, dun,
Magic,
dun.
man.
Yeah.
I also submitted March 26th, 2021.
Well, I hadn't caught that. I hadn't caught that. I
Yeah.
thought that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, fucking A. It's like, we're going back to 2021 for these bugs.
Now again, I don't know whether to
That
give
were never verified by the bug hunters. The
props
bug
for
brigade.
being thorough and going back and taking care of all these old ones, or whether we should be
And
shaking
submitting
our
them as
head
bug.
and wondering whether, these things really matter. I mean, does it really matter that the siege drops you at the default town entrance? I mean, really? I mean, you know, that you couldn't just, I mean, I think that's going to take a whole lot of coding time to fix that. Just,
Yeah. Does anyone go to their Twitch? By there, who are you talking about?
Shroud of the Avatar. I can answer that question for you.
Why? What is on there?
I can tell you how many people have watched the last streams.
Oh, yes, you were right.
Uh,
Videos. Ooh,
so the release,
360 views,
the release
549 views.
120 live stream got 360 views, and the 119 got 549. So yeah,
But the release 115,
got 24. But no, that one was fucked up.
that's
Oh
a
no,
highlight.
that's that's 3 hours and it's almost 4 hours. And at least by the timestamp and the yeah
Yeah, 3 hours 52 minutes and got
46
24
seconds.
views.
Yeah. But they're sitting around, 3 to 500 views altogether, which gives you an idea how many people are actually really playing this game.
Yeah.
Because, used to be in the thousands, and then I guess I can
Well, I
do
mean,
this.
realistically, if they want more people to come play, they have to do things that would make the game more visible. And how do you make a game more visible?
Advertising?
Yeah. I mean, they tried to rely on a bunch of 40 plus people to do all of their advertising. Sorry to say, but that doesn't work. And that's where it's like the question becomes, hey, is this really a niche game? Not really, considering what Baldur's Gate did.
And then I'm looking at YouTube real quick. Because Portalarium's got 3,000 subscribers. At 665 videos, we've got over 2,000 videos on ours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
And, it doesn't look like, let's see, let's go to videos. 100 to 200 views, if that, on most of them. One actually got to 600 views. I don't know why. That was release 116. Was that a Lord British one? 4 months
I
ago?
don't
No,
know.
115.
No idea.
Yeah. So some people are still watching it. Occasionally I will review them just for clips and stuff for the show, but for the most part, yeah, even I've stopped taking the time out to sit down and watch them because there really isn't a whole bunch of useful information coming out right now. Yeah, we're waiting for this live stream though. I'll probably watch this one because, we're supposed to hear about, release 2. We're supposed to hear about all this great stuff that we're going to be seeing. And of course, we're going to go revisit one more time the 2023
thingy. But
yeah,
it's time for us to get out of here, lass.
it
WA
is.
just subscribed for
Dead New
23
Day
months.
getting
Thanks
us up
for
with
your
a sub
continued
right
support,
here
Dead
at
New
the
Day.
end of the show. Thank you, Dead New Day.
Okay. Oh, come on. couldn't connect to the dashboard. What the fuck?
How many of those players pay $9? Good question. As they won't tell us that, so we really couldn't answer that. Nom 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 nom.
Well,
Thank you.
not only that, but it's one where how many of them forgot that they're paying $9 a month?
Here.
Okay. What the fuck? My shit's all fucked up. I got to send Tina a Steam key. I have no idea who's getting things. But my audio crashed for a second. So I'm going to have to probably restart a bunch of things.
Yeah, you don't have to really worry about restarting anything, really, because we're getting out of here.
So no, I have to restart my computer.
Oh, well, you can do that in just a minute. You can do that in just a minute as we pull our last giveaway of the day, pick ourselves a wiener. And that's going to be the Bridge Troll. Bridge Troll, you are going to get yourself a copy of, I think I have it over here. Where are my keys? You're going to get Banners of Ruin. Banners of Ruin going out to Bridge Troll. So congratulations to you. And of course, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Dead New Day, for your sub. Barbie's Vibe Ride. You're too much.
Okay. Lomir getting my streamer bundle.
There you go. We'll be back with more
Tina
tomorrow.
Getting the Steam key.
Right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
Bye-bye. I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.